Hello and welcome to episode 20 of our Ostriv Alpha 4 Let's Play. We have quite a bit of stuff built up in this town and everything is looking quite nice if I say so myself. We just recently had horses added as well as some wagon sheds. Of course our carpenters have not finished building them yet. They're in the process. We'll let them get to that. But we have really built up this southern area right here within the last few episodes, and this area is looking pretty nice. I do think I want to prevent people from coming through here, so let's go ahead and add a fence to the back of this. Oh, it's not going to let us. Well, we can fix that, can't we? We'll just come in. If it will let us come in here. Well, I don't think it'll let us do anything else besides that, but that ought to help that just a tiny bit. And kind of concentrate travel. Let's see. I think we also might want to put in another little archway right here in preparation for more houses in this area. You know what? No, we're going to line that up just a little bit better. Slightly more haphazardly, but hey, sometimes that's part of the fun. We'll just go ahead and have that all the way out like that. And then we will do the same over here as well. And that'll help this get just a little bit more organized. Right. Let's check out our ratios here. We could stand to build a few more houses, but if we build any further than about right here, we're going to reach out of the range of this market over here. So why don't we go ahead, let's double check our, oh, we actually don't have enough things for sale here. So you know what that means. We can build more houses with gardens. So let's just go ahead and eyedropper this guy. Come right over here. You know what? Actually, I'm smarter than that. You know what we're going to do? We will figure out how to rotate properly. Then we will come in here and we will put in this little archway first. So that way we don't mess up our spacing. Not that it really, really matters, you know, but if you have the chance to do something right, you might as well. So if we go up here, like so, we can add another one. Now, pray tell, what is occupying? Okay, there's logs there. So the logs are occupying that. All right, I see how it is. And now it seems to think it wants to join up with our little gate thing, but we have a secret weapon. It's called F1. We'll go ahead and scoot this back just a tiny bit. We'll check our square here. It doesn't have to be perfectly square, no. But I think that is pretty close. We'll just go ahead and take care of that. Now this right here, we're going to do the exact same thing. So we will see if it even lets us, actually. Because I did want to line that up just a tiny bit better. It doesn't appear that it's going to let us at this exact moment in time because it has materials being delivered. Interesting. Well, we'll find out, I guess, if they are in fact going to get rid of it. Okay, but they left the materials here. Interesting. Let's see if it lets us place something here. That could be an interesting, strange glitch. Haha, yes, the place is occupied. Okay. Now is this going to come back and bite me in the butt here? Okay, we'll go ahead and... Oh, I didn't know we could do that. I guess I could have just had them unload it instead of destroying it, but... This saves us a little bit of time here. I think that should take care of it. So we can actually come in here and do one of these numbers. Right like so. Very good. And then we'll come in here, hit them with an F1, and then we will fix our boundaries right here. Yeah, there we go. That solves that problem pretty readily. So that will cap this area off right here pretty well. We're not going to have room over here for more houses, but we can start thinking a little bit about what we might want to put in this general area. I do want to put maybe one more row of houses right about here, if I can fit them. We'll see if we can sell these guys anything. None of that, none of that, but we can sell some sunflower oil, just a little bit, and charcoal as well. Don't forget the shoes. Do we need to buy any of this? No, of course. Oh wow, we have 35,000 salt. I think we're okay on salt. We might be. Dried fish as well. Potatoes. Flour looking good. Sallow. No, we don't really have any, but that is fine by me. So these are going well. One thing I did want to fix. This farm, now we don't need these other fields to have our sunflower and hemp growing here. So we can actually fix these to all be producing potato and buckwheat, or at least some of them. I think especially this this wheat field, we should be okay. Let's go ahead and slow that down just a little bit. So we can turn this into potato, buckwheat, potato, buckwheat, and potato. Then fallow again. So this one is going to be on that buckwheat now, and this one's going to be on that potato now, so we can advance this to be right there. Then we can pick one of these. Let's see, so that's growing sunflowers, that's fallow. So this one I think can also be converted into a potato buckwheat. That will be just fine. And that one will be on buckwheat, so now we'll have potatoes, buckwheat, potatoes, and then buckwheat again. And that should match up pretty well. These are all activated. Let's just make sure. Yep, so that should help our supply for our chickens just a little bit. And speaking of, let's check on these guys. Yep, full to capacity, working quite well. Just about full up, just waiting on the hatchlings. Our leather is looking, how's that looking? Okay. Progressing slowly but surely. We do need some more cows to get the axe pretty soon. Oh yeah, we can go ahead and help this out just a little bit. And mark all of those. And we can do this guy too. Yep, just leave one for breeding purposes. We'll get that guy as well. And then that one as well, and that should help out quite a bit. And this house is more or less done. Not completely straight at the bottom, but hey, whatever. It's not like that really matters that much anyway. Just aesthetics. We can fix that fence. And this fence as well. Let's head on up to the other end here. We're kind of obscured by the trees, which is nice in some ways and not nice in others. But we will take it for now. There we go. Got a little fence there, and they are still building this house. We won't be able to do too much with that at this exact moment in time. But I think what we should do now is try and fit a few more houses over here. Keep in mind our desired area design. Now, if we are careful how we do this, we can actually line this house up with the corner of this and create a little barrier. I think that's what we're going to want to do. So let's go ahead and start that off with another one of our favorite things ever, the big arch. Just put that guy right there. And we, of course, will connect him with a fence. And then on the other side, a fence as well, connecting directly here. And that will force them to start going through the archway, which is fantastic. Yeah, now we are making some progress here. Got to train them to use that little walkway, and we can come right in here. And then just build along the curve. And that is, it's close. It's very close. But we actually don't have to worry too much. So those are small arches, so they will actually fit. But I do want to make sure we get that in place before we get too far. Because it is very easy to build yourself into a corner. So we'll just go ahead and do as close as we can get to that house. Just like that. And that is fantastic. We'll build a house right next to it. Just rotate just a tiny bit. And then we'll go ahead and put another house right here. Give this just a tiny bit of rotation relative to the others. Nope, that's the wrong key. I get my keyboard shortcuts confused from time to time. Alright, so that will be just fine like that. This might actually be a little too close. Yeah, let's back that up just a tiny bit. Yeah, that'll be much better. Now the big question is, can we fit? Oh, okay, not quite. We will have to put an archway here. And I think we can do one more in about the same spot. Just rotated slightly. Just a tiny bit more. All right, and then we can go ahead and apply our fence as well, if it'll attach. Very good. So that will help right there, and then of course we'll come right over here and do the exact same thing. Let's kind of keep that fenced off just a little bit. And now, what this allows us to do is kind of fence off this entire area right behind these houses. See just how far we want to go with this. We'll go here. And then of course we have to have our little archway right here. Let's bust this bad boy back out. We'll put him right here and connect our fences up again. Then this can come right up behind here. And this will connect directly to the side of the building right here. Just like that. That is about as close to perfect as you're going to get. So that'll help finish this area off just a tiny bit. And we can come in here now and do our same thing. Oh, it doesn't seem to like that with how close the houses are. Well, that's not ideal. It's not what I really wanted there, but if it's not going to connect, there's not really too much we can do about it. Except I think this way we might be able to. Ha ha ha. I think I can. I think I did. There you go. Can I get it to do the exact same thing here? I think I can. The key here is to fool the collision box on the archway. So we can do that. Very good. It's a little ugly, but hey, if it works and it's dumb, it's not dumb. And you know what comes next? Our favorite trees ever. Little birch trees. We'll put these kind of behind these houses right here. I think we can go ahead and put these just right here. It'll be close enough. It'll be fine. We'll put tree here, tree here. We find just like that. We just need a few trees to make it a little festive, decorative over here. One right there. Great. So now we still have open vacancies, which is just astounding to me. We just keep building more and more houses and they keep coming. This area, look at all these white lines seem to be coming from the forestry. They like to do that. That's a little annoying, but I think that's just one of those things in this game that happens and you just kind of have to deal with it. Now let's check our wells. They are seeming to do just fine, so I don't think we need any more right here right now. These are full as well. All right, can we sell you anything? Yes, we can. So buy all of that, please. Buckwheat, our supply is very low. Honey, we can buy. Wheat. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy some wheat, because we use that to feed animals now. So what do we have on tap for the farm this time? We've got sunflowers, wheat, and hemp, as it should be. And up here, we've got hemp, buckwheat, potato, buckwheat, potato, and sunflower. So that will help out a ton. And we have cows here, we have cows here, and we should have cows and cows. Fantastic. Graveyard looking good. No one has been buried here yet, but those dog rose bushes are approximating hedges, kind of. Not exactly in the perfect way I was hoping to, but it's looking good enough nonetheless. We now are just waiting on one wagon. Things are looking pretty good. They have plenty of food and water. And they're doing their thing. They're just kind of sitting there. That is fine. So we should now be doing pretty well in terms of food storage. Except we don't have hardly anything up here. Well, that's what we built all this for. So they're almost done with this house, and we should more or less even us out, theoretically. I like these close together houses without the yards. I think it's quite nice. And it helps to kind of break this up just a little bit with these natural pathways. So over time this will get worn down just like this is right here, and I think that'll be quite nice. So let's think about what we want to do with this little triangular slot right here. I think we could have a little fence line right here. We could go all the way across like this, or we could go down like that. That's a little ugly. So why don't we go ahead and put in our favorite little archway dude. We can put him in right about here. I want to get this straight if I can. If not, no big deal. Yeah, let's try that. No, that is way off base. Now, the perspective on this curved monitor is taking a little bit of time to get used to, but this should be, you know what, close enough. That's fine. We'll hit that with a fence. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to work, right? That's going to be our attitude here. There we go. All right, so now, get off of here. I'm right-clicking. Come on. Okay, there we go. So now we have this little triangular thing. I think what we want to do is plant some of these nice tall cottonwood trees too close to another tree. Okay, well, the French have a word for that. It's called dommage. So we can do some bushes in the corners. That will help us get the trees a little further away from each other. So I think I can do that, and then like that, and then like that. So I have 3 trees like that. Then we'll have one here, one here, one here, and then we'll do one there, one there, one here, and one here, and that will have a nice little barrier thing. I think this could be a good place to put a chapel. So we'll go ahead and pop one right here. It actually may be a little close. Yeah, that's a little close. So we'll move it out from those trees just a tiny bit. There we go. And of course, a chapel needs benches as well. So we'll put those right on the outside like that. And then 2 right out here. Very good. If we can get some bushes in between these two, I don't think we can. All right, well, let's not worry about that then. We can put some nice little birdhouses. Ooh, oh, so very close. That is precision right there, let me tell you. All right, so that is progress indeed. That'll be a nice little space filler thing. I think we might be able to go ahead and fill in the space between the trees with some more of these dog rose bushes. Yeah, just like we did with the graveyard area. A little bit of foliage will be nice. No, I don't want to remove the tree. I just planted that tree. All right, and that's a nice little space filler. This bench is a little close to the bushes, but hey, if it's dumb and it works, it's not that dumb. All right, so that's a nice little detail addition. We do have space right about here to go ahead and put another well. I don't think that is necessarily a bad thing to be doing. So we'll just pop that right there. It will be a helpful aid to others. And that's not exactly a straight line, is it? Oh well. It's charming. It's cute. And right, look at that. We are almost completely balanced. Of course, as soon as I say that, more vacancies start opening up. That seems to be how this thing works. But yeah, we have a very nice density of houses right here along the coastline. And this is filling in slowly but surely. We should pretty soon have some people selling stuff off to the market here. Yeah, they don't have any of the other stuff in stock except some cucumbers. And okay, they've got raspberries and onions. They're doing all right. And this well is complete. Make sure we turn off production. Now, these lines are something else. I have to make sure I restart the game before we go to the next episode. But this is progressing quite nicely. 447, we're almost to 500. All right, can we sell clothing? We can, 950 of them. So let's go ahead and do that. Sunflower oil, we can. Iron, we should probably go ahead and buy some. Buckwheat we will have shortly. Honey, we already went through all that honey. Wow, okay, well, let's go ahead and buy some more of that. Let's double check our little trading post up here. See exactly what we have. Okay, so they actually did get all of that honey and eat it. Wow, okay. This is almost completely full. Well, it'll get emptied out soon enough. How are we looking over here in this granary? Oh, we're not even storing honey in these. Okay, well, as long as people can buy it, that's all I'm really concerned about. Alright, look at this, and this area, of course, is continuing to grow up. These trees are getting pretty big now. I still don't know what I want to do with all this empty space. We will figure that out soon enough, I suppose. I love how this game looks. If this pesky little food variety bubble would go away, then I think we'd be in pretty good shape. These people are complaining they don't have any money. What? You got money. You got food. What are you complaining about? This is looking I mean, look, you can get right down at street level and watch these people and that kids going to play with each other. I love the terraced look this has right here. Like the door in these houses is higher than the roof line on these. This is just so cool to me. This might actually make a good screenshot. So I think that's what we'll do for this episode is I'll go ahead and, if I can get these little annoying things to go away, and we'll make this our screenshot for the title card for this episode. And that is just about going to wrap up what we're going to do in today's episode. I think we got a pretty good amount of stuff done. I know this is the part of the playthrough where it gets a little grindy and you don't have as much interesting new stuff happening every single episode, but if you've been sticking around, thank you so much. And I really appreciate you being part of our little journey here. We're going to keep going until there's just nothing left to explore, or we get to 1,000 people and I just think, all right, well, that's enough of that. Let's go do something else. But at any rate, just thanks for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye-bye.